I do not endorse anything said in this stream.
Oh, my forehead is frickin' huge. Here's a disclaimer.
Though I know I should be wary, still I venture someplace scary. Ghostly haunting, I turn loose. Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice! Beetlejuice!
All right, welcome everybody. As I completely try to cover up my massive egg of a forehead. That was terrifying. That was the first time I actually looked at the mirror. It's because I put on the shirt after the headband. Put on the headband second. I'm just saying. But Fizz, I have been told, should be with us shortly. I actually kind of had things going on time. She's not accustomed to that, because on time is usually late. Hashtag not all. Well, but thank you for joining, Papa. Welcome, my friend. I know you gotta go and take care of your stuff, as well as we have Whitechapel. I'm gonna have to do a community spotlight on you, Whitechapel. That's because all I know is anybody who watches this now or temporarily in the future, Whitechapel's been making a whole bunch of different cards. And speaking of jokers, hi, Steven. Oh, let me actually adjust this. So we're in the proper formatation. What's going on, brother?
Hi.
Oh, You sound extremely enthusiastic.
Oh no, I'm good. I had a vape in my mouth, bro. How you doing?
Oh, are you saying I asked you to speak when you were in the middle of doing something?
No, I was just finishing before I answered.
How dare I? Because
I can't take these chipmunks no more. They're bothering me.
wait, chipmunk. Those were squirrels, actually.
Hey, it depends on what multiverse labels them.
Oh God, you're learning too.
Yeah.
I'm getting terrified.
So
As well as we have Joe here. Shout out to my patron, Joe Franco and Dave M. This broadcast is helped made possible by viewers like you.
what are they paying you in?
Was that?
What are they paying you in?
Patreon. See, I waited. I totally wanted to do the Patreon thing because that was a really big thing for a while before they had all the channel memberships, this, that, and the other thing.
Yeah.
And I remember at one point I was going to start one once I actually felt like I was doing like actual content that if people want to give me money, they could totally do that. But my big thing was, well, was it like Sargon getting booted from it and I'm listening to it, I'm like, oh, I got some concerns. So I joined the YouTuber Law Discord. Oh, we're going into deep lore here, Steven. But essentially what it was, it's like he looked at it, it's like, this looks like total BS. It's like they should look into this. We need to file an official complaint. So I hopped on the Discord. To be fair, I don't think I actually did any real work because some of the work, like I actually need to read things and like put the numbers in and look. From what I saw, I'm like, it seems to be within certain bounds, at least from my week and a half working for a credit card processing company. From what I could see, just as far as because we were looking for different things. It's like, look at the Sherman antitrust law. Sure. Essentially, the project ended up kind of getting canned after they started an investigation for something else. Because that was the whole goal. It's like, we want the federal government to look into this. Like, this seems like BS. We need to take a look at some of these terms of service and stuff. And then they started it for another thing. And that basically took the wind out of the sails. And apparently, Lior Lesnar, he got a job doing stuff and things of his dreams. I have no idea what it is, but hey, as long as he's happy, he's a family man. I think he's also Jewish. Oh, speaking of totally not Jewish people, hi Fizz.
Shit.
Welcome. Are you on the sun?
I think she's on a key lime pie.
Yeah, haven't picked the background yet. I am having
Days. Yeah.
technical difficulty.
Here's the thing. It's not the first time. Won't be the last time. But it's okay. And Fizz, I am getting you that stuff. I know I owe you
Stuff.
and Piper. All I know is that at least when I'm using the computers and everything, the point where it's like I'm doing things, is this lagging? I'm like, oh.
RAM?
Am I running fast? Well, it's also a laptop. I need to get like a real computer and stuff. But my thing is, I'm like,
You should have got one during Prime Day.
money, time, this, that, and
We're live. My bad. Actually, that's what I did. Prime Day, I got a new webcam, which is why I'm not moving right now because
It's not plugged in.
it is plugged in. It apparently just doesn't like a VTube Studio. So
no, your tail is wagging.
well, yeah, that's
an automated animation.
yeah,
It's part of the actual VTube model itself.
and I can still do this.
Because you can use the keyboard commands, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So
is it not detecting the camera, or did you turn the camera on after you turned on the VR software?
it's detecting it, but what I'm gonna do is restart after switching to this camera, or maybe I can just turn camera on.
You could go to the little Wolfus's room.
It could be also that the new camera was detected while the software was running and it's not seeing it yet, so just rebooting the software.
No. Oh, you have facial expressions and stuff. It doesn't look like you're paralyzed.
Let me calibrate real quick.
Don't move or talk. Because that's what you have to do.
Oh, So we
Yeah, I
can
wasn't
try to make her
actually
laugh.
being misogynist. I was being dead serious. Did you just tell that woman to shut the fuck up and not move? Yes, that's exactly what I told her right there. Yes. Yes. Yes, because I'm a horrible person that has no alpha male tendencies.
These are reasons we're going to hell.
No, I'm going to hell for other reasons.
Good news about this is the tracking might be more. My bad.
Ah!
That was my microphone.
Whoa.
The
It
tracking
is a
might
lot
be
more
more
accurate.
because it is a better camera. Thank you, Amazon Prime. You should pay me for plugging you.
Nah, well, it's funny you should mention that, because apparently a few kind words can go a long way. That was one of my universal truths that I did in videos. I should probably actually relearn if I'm going to use as my paradigm for trying to figure out humanity. But this episode is titled Breaking the Multiverse. Can you feel the love tonight? Because there was something that I noticed, Fizz. At least I'm not sure if you were aware, Steven, but at one point I was on the puppet show, like I know there's more than one puppet show, but I was on the not tuck and roll show, whatever it was, and apparently Fizz was there, and before I got there, people seemed to like her.
Oh,
So you're
especially Salty. I'm just
yeah. That's right.
Yes, yeah, and even though I don't necessarily support all the actions that certain folks were taking with my co-host for breaking the multiverse, you are a grown monster girl. You can make your own choices. Now, I happen to notice that Salty seemed to take quite a liking in everything. I'm just going to say, you had that first date with Lord Baphomet, so you got to go to the Sizzlers, because who doesn't like the Sizzlers? And yeah, maybe it's time for you, for a little Fizz to grow up and experience dating life.
For a second, I thought you said throw up. It's time to throw up and experience dating. In that order?
technically it depends on the blind date.
You can only do that if you're President Bush the First with the Japanese Prime Minister. Yeah, I think he choked on like some sushi or something. He ended up throwing all up on him, and he ended up passing out. It was a terrible situation. We didn't have Twitter at the time, so a lot of people don't know that. But yeah, no, it's you can start to learn more about the human realm and the stuff and things that go on in the human realm, because it can be kind of fun. It can be kind of fun. We've got like pie and fish and tacos and nacho fries.
How did you go from pie to fish to taco? What the fuck?
Dude, fish tacos are awesome.
Yeah.
Never mind. You missed what the innuendos of those words are.
What?
Oh. Innuendos are dirty.
Yeah, they are.
Not always. Not if we're lucky, they might be.
I'm assuming then that that would mean we're talking about cream pie and fish
Yeah,
tacos.
it's from pie to tacos.
Yeah.
Thinking about cream pies. Yeah.
Like a nice lemon meringue, kind of like
no, nothing of the sort.
What?
No, not at all.
And not just any tacos, fish tacos.
I think you need to have the lemon meringue pie after the tacos. You might not want them with the taco. Although, sweet and salty.
Now it's just getting weird.
Also, you did just finish saying a minute ago that I'm my own grown wolf girl. And now you're telling me when I can have dessert.
I didn't say you had to. It was a suggestion.
Oh.
See, there are words, and depending on how we say the words, might affect what the words actually do. And unfortunately, in humanity, a lot of folks just they say things and they might not always mean them. But yes, a diversity of tacos. Because who does? When you get the taco combo, all I know is I'm like, oh, let me get a little of this, let me get a little of this, or steak, or Fizz is going through a growth spurt. I am a very proud host.
Hi.
Bone, our wolf girl's all grown up. She's gotten larger and hungrier, it looks like.
I'm hoping it's real.
Bone, I'm not saying you should run, because that might incite the chase function running in her like mind algorithm, but I don't know how I should feel. I have two people that are learning science stuff and things here with me, and I feel like that's going to come back to bite me in the butt at some point.
But don't worry, I didn't actually grow. I just walked closer to the camera.
Oh, okay. I'm not sure how Monster Girl anatomy works. I know there are some creatures that can increase their size and stuff like that. Like we have the Ant-Man, we have like the Wasp, and they can get like big and small and stuff.
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool.
See, I'm unsure if like the moon mechanics work in such a way, because it's like I used the super moon for like the thumbnail, because like I just typed in big moon, and that's what I got. What? Oh,
That just makes me hairier. It'd be cool if it made me get taller.
Oh, I mean, maybe we could talk to a wizard.
Ooh.
I know one. I talked to them, and I made a clip about one of his minions and stuff, who I also used to bother much in years prior. Let's go into that, because this is what we do on the internet. But before we do that, oh my God, how do I do the thing? How do I do this piloting? Fizz, before we proceed, oh my God, she's shrinking. She's like the Wasp. Just, if you're really good, if we're really good, we might actually be able to get you some.
So delicious, Franco fishing. I could eat them every day, and my mom says that's okay. That's because.
There we go. All right. I'm sorry. I started to type it up, and I'm just like, oh my God, I just want to hear the song. It's very addictive, kind of like the fishes. And Fizz is mini.
But no, this is my height compared to like I'm almost right against the wall now, almost.
Okay. I'm sorry. It's like a 2D thing, but my perspective, I just assumed you went through the laundry.
Backed up even farther. I'm
okay.
Really jealous of tall people, man.
I'm just saying, if you talk to Magog, he's a necromancer, but he might know a guy.
Ooh.
One does not need to trust a man to use a man. One simply needs to know a man.
Bruh, it's like wise as fuck.
No, I totally stole that from my D&D DM. He used that in wizarding context, actually, which probably actually is appropriate here. But where? Oh, yes.
You want me to take back my praise?
No, you can heap it on as thick as you want. But yeah.
Is that a joke?
It was an attempt. All right, we're here right now. Okay, we go to how I turned somebody that really wasn't a fan of celery into a fan of celery via the magic of the internet.
Memes of destruction gave 5 signals to say happy birthday. P.S. It was 1,500 for Ark to go topless. How much for a crown of celery? P.P.S. I totally going to straight to hell. How much to wear a crown of celery, Arcturus?
Wait, hold on.
He was not a
I
fan.
don't think it's celery. Actually, celery is incredibly. Where am I? Look, celery was actually a fantastic creation of cultivation. Celery is something every one of you should eat all the time. In fact, I don't think any of you deserved anything else. celery, constant celery.
He's
If
possessed.
you want me to wear a crown of celery, I will totally show you the way. Look, let's keep it small. Maybe, I don't know, a mere 500 signals, and I will totally wear a crown of celery. I'm not showing you what these other apps
It's true.
It's all mine, you know.
Canon wrong.
500. All mine.
Hey, in my defense, that was the only tweet I had made because I searched originally for the correct context, and it's like, no tweets found. I'm like, did I spell canon wrong? So I put it in, and that was the one tweet that actually said canon, so that's what I used. What am I just going to go out there and immediately? I didn't feel like spending the time.
No, heaven forbid we use a search engine called Google.
No. I am establishing the deepest lores of lores. I'm attempting to use Professor Wolfram's thing of Rulioli. Okay, hypothetically, if anybody actually cared at some point and they wanted to chart off random antics on the internet, all I'm saying is I think it's going to be one hell of a ride. Continue, Arcturus.
A crown of celery to help you understand how important it is that the rest of you eat celery. Every day, all the time, nothing else, just celery. Celery. Celery for life. You're alive, which will probably be a bit shorter, but that's all right, because you spent it eating celery. Where am I, though? Seriously. What?
I entangled you.
How do you even make a crown of celery?
It seems like basket weaving. If you have enough strands, you can totally.
Now, I'm not saying that having known perhaps a clone of Arcturus there, Director Archer, shout out to Director Archer. He popped on for a little while when it was too hot in Texas a few weeks ago. But he knows a lot about a lot of different things. I feel like he lacks a lot of self-confidence, and I feel like he could do great things. And I totally knew that if I pitched a crown of celery, you just kind of weave that together somehow from the tension and stuff. I knew he'd figure it out, and he totally nailed it. Here we go. He's coming out of his cognitive trance.
At the very least, I'm sure you can rope them together if necessary.
Yes. So
seriously, where am I? I was massive. Last thing I remember was screaming about something.
listen,
hi, dark over.
Arcturus, you're alone in the darkness, but don't worry, you don't have to be alone. I'm here in spirit.
Coming back to me, Screaming Pig Forest. Why did I think this was a good idea? I mean, the hint there was the name Screaming Pig Forest. Nothing good happens in a place called Screaming Pig Forest. What the fuck was I thinking?
You didn't have to do that. As you said, you're very busy. Thank you for thinking of me.
Where's my stuff?
So, I have a question. No, I better not.
We have to have some courtesy here. But, I ended the video too. Oh, there was like nothing else. He was letting out a sigh like he was relieved or something.
I like that it still says, I love the fishies on the top the whole time.
Wait. Oh. Well, that was the last thing I searched for. What does this tell us? The search bar is separate from depending on what the things you click. That's actually probably very smart. It saves time. And I notice things on the YouTubes, and when they've asked for my feedback, it's like, just let creators know what's going on. Just let folks know what's going on. I'm like, you're attempting to manage what nobody's ever managed before, basically the new TV, and then factor in the exponent of the internet. What could go wrong?
Gee, I wonder.
Well, welcome to the legendary Parrot Head. An OG. It's my
you're that guy.
Yes. And since Parrot Head is here, we
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를 아는 품격 있는 여자
Exactly. I will add in those other clips. I need to add in the Werewolves of London, except except with you wooing first.
Yeah, that would be cute.
Well, Whitechapel, see, Whitechapel is from the universe of Morscar, which is that wizard there that happens to be somehow wearing a chainmail call-off. I'm not sure if he must have skill points in it. Although the way it was packed, it took him. He actually has like the full armor and stuff too, the chain shirt. I'm like, my character in Pathfinder needs one of those right now. He lost it because he tried to attack a character vampire very much high level that apparently we weren't supposed to fight because apparently he hurt children. My character did not like the harming of children. So he went with his instinct and just charged straight in. Had he rolled better, we might have had fatter loot. But welcome, Kitty. The kitty is back. Oh, wait. Are you talking about you? Fizz is not a kitty.
I thought, but he's a kitty bear. I thought he was saying he was back.
No, no. He said hi all. See, he said hi all, and what? It could be either. Oh my God, the chat is learning. The chat is trolling me. I love it. I'm so proud of you all. But we got all the folks. And we have AJ. AJ is a werewolf as well. That's why it's. Yeah, no, he does a show with one of his buddies, and they talk like comics and entertainment. Sometimes they'll play Red Dead, which my brother highly recommends, and I need to get like new hardware and stuff like that to do that. And Fizz, I think doesn't your roommate Piper? Doesn't she like need like a new computer or something?
Yep, she's if she wants to keep making comics and art, she's gonna need one soon.
Yeah, see, hopefully, if anybody, I'm not sure. Did you have a link at all, or if you want to grab that, or I can do that. I'm just saying that if anybody wants to donate, because Piper happens to be the breadwinner of the household, and when you get to support yourself, your cub, and a celestial monster girl, as well as was Vanna as well.
Vanna's drug habit, yeah.
Yeah, it can get to be expensive, and yeah, and just for
my
own.
My eating habits are about as expensive as Vanna's drug and alcohol habits. I'm not sure if that was an insult or not.
I'm not sure which way. I mean, that might depend on the means of destruction channel does not promote entheogen use. Any type of drugs utilized should be properly prescribed by a physician and then brought to you by a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical company. Because that's how we run things.
What the fuck is going on here?
It's a good question, Lady Eve. I don't know. But don't worry. We also have Nolan as well. Nolan is kind of from, I think, the Wolfram universe, the Rulialverse, the Ruliad, something with it. This is the thing. It's just like I scamper around the internet because it's a series of like digital tubes that we can explore the multiverse that basically we create. And I was talking about we need to. Personally, I want Piper to finish her works and stuff because I really actually want to do like this webcomic thingy and need her I need a full power Piper.
Oh, yeah. She so what she's complaining about right now is she's got like this the programs and stuff she uses for like the arts keeps locking up and slowing down, and also sometimes this thing pops up that'll tell her that she can't do whatever she's trying to do because her flat out it says her hardware is not strong enough, like or new enough, something like that.
So we're gonna have to help out Miss Piper if we can, though. But we have Mr. Lucas. He popped up right as you were talking about that, and I apologize, Mr. Lucas. Nobody would ever troll on the internet. As well as we do have Alf. We have Jack the Alf here. Oh, welcome, my friend. As well as the legendary author Stephen Walton. And Stephen, I need to go start watching. I like your car things because they're short. You're a wizard with words, man. You're a wizard with words. and just depending on the situation, they are so absolutely phenomenal. But yeah, AJ,
That's a
I got
name. I haven't seen that fucking name in a while.
which one?
Stephen Walton.
Yeah, no, he does exist. I mean, he's like doing the life thing, like earning a living for himself and his family. I mean, it's an amazing. See, one of the things you kind of learn, and maybe this goes into like mimetic relativity here. It's just like a lot of folks within this greater valence and stuff like that. It's like, all right, well, what happened? We kind of started meeting each other when, like, oh, look, here's 100-year plague. Oh, we're like shutting the world down. What are people gonna do? Well, we go on the internet because we can. And well, I mean, and shout out to the ISPs and like the back-end communication. I was actually concerned. I'm like, will like the internet structure hold up? Because I worked in the communications industry. I'm like, we've done a lot of upgrades. It's been a lot of upgrades, and it's been surprisingly well. And except for Tommy, it's not really available in his area, the highest speed stuff. I apologize, Tommy. It's the cost per like mile of length and revenue and stuff you can get, whether they build out or not. Just in case, maybe I can clip that out. But yeah, Piper. Okay, so what's the deal with the cheese pudding?
What?
I have no idea.
Hold on, Fizz. You ate Piper's cheese
I'm
pudding?
doing.
Yeah. I guess she got it for her. I didn't know that she liked pudding so much.
I think I don't. Pudding doesn't usually come in cheese flavor.
What? What? Oh, that was definitely pudding.
What did it look like?
Cheese. Pudding.
I think that's called cheese whiz.
No, that comes in the can.
Oh, okay, that is true.
That's cheese. That's cheese whipped cream.
I'm doing all right, Steven.
Now my thing is, I look at this. Did it look something like, I don't know, this? They come in like one of these little jars.
Mm-hmm.
That's dip for chips. You're supposed to see over here. They have a tutorial. So you take a tortilla chip. Technically, actually, you can use everything. Like French fries. I'm sure you're familiar with the nacho fries, and you dip it in. And you usually supposed to use a bit, so you make it last. But you ate the salsa con queso as pudding.
Well, it didn't have anything in it, and it wasn't like nacho cheese. Nacho cheese is all drizzly. This was pudding consistency.
Because it wasn't heated up.
You don't heat up pudding.
That's a fair point. We're gonna have to go into thermodynamics here. All right. You see, what happens is you take this, and you can there are several ways. You can either hold in your hand and snuggle it for an extremely long period of time, and then feel bad that you're snuggling a thing of cheese, or we usually put it in like the microwave for like a little bit, not too long. Then it starts to burn.
What's wrong with snuggling cheese? Then you can say you made it with love.
That was so touching. Oh my God. You want to make me snuggle with the salsa con queso. You are magic. But no. Essentially, you raise the temperature to a certain point, and then it becomes dripply like this. Because normally they only drizzle a little bit on it because cheese is expensive and everything. And apparently maybe there's a cheese shortage, and you can have it in all its different forms. And you can add all the stuff and things to it. I'm getting
Some
hungry.
of those look like the pudding.
Yeah. That's for dipping a chip.
She was upset because she wanted to dip something in it too. And she said her chips was going to be all plain. And I was like, bro, I never thought about dipping chips in pudding.
I mean, you should try it sometime.
I'm gonna. She got more chocolate pudding like today, actually.
You again. Sharing is caring.
I let her have one. I watched her eat it. I seen it. The rest is mine.
Do you know how to hunt?
Yeah, I open up Uber Eats and I order something because I'm hunting the menu.
2022, current year. Thank you all for joining us. But yeah, road work. Fizz is a hero, and all I'm saying is, once enough observational data has been gained, Fizz, you might actually get your own playing card.
Whoa.
So all I know is
Chapel? They did great work.
Dude, it's amazing. And I'm not sure. I haven't looked at the other stuff yet. I think a lot of that may have been based upon like what one of the cards for the flute of like summoning that I had done. I had used an app. I ended up just spending the $2 on the app just because I'm like, I'm tired of the little things. You want to click it? No, I'll spend the $2. Whatever, man. I totally got value out of it. But I'm like, okay. And I think he just kind of based a lot of it off of that. I'm like, wait, you can fully customize every single one of these even more, because I know he did one for Miss Mellons, he did one for
me.
Arwen. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, Piper got one of those. It says
Yeah, I haven't shared it yet because I was waiting for a good time just to be a dick.
Okay, all right, no.
That's what
okay,
Piper said. She said that she was waiting for when to play it, but she showed me because you're bragging.
Piper right now is addicted to Solstice 2022.
Yep.
Now, the winter
If by
one is coming up.
you mean she groans every time it's Destiny time?
What do you mean? I gotta wear the fucking armor.
I don't like it. She always bitching.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if you're not wearing the armor, then I mean,
you can't get the cool stuff.
You can't get the sleeves.
Yeah.
Well, I thought you would be naked.
No.
Now, Tapioca and myself, Bone, have a very long history. It was actually my favorite. I liked it more than chocolate for a while. Maybe it was the consistency of the little balls in it. But every once in a while, those little balls get stuck in your teeth, and it wasn't always as good with those little balls. But
phrasing memes. Phrasing.
What?
Somebody's clipping all of him talking about little balls in his teeth, right?
Yeah.
Well, they were in my mouth. They occasionally get in my teeth.
This is only somebody's clipping.
You just admitted the balls are in your mouth.
I agree, Stephen. The snuggle method is the way to go.
That's one of them innuendos. Innuendos, yeah. That's dirty. You're dirty.
Oh my god, Nolan, you just made Arwen and Fizz so happy. You should try dunking Twinkies and pudding.
What? Any flavor?
Whatever flavor you want. You're a grown wolf girl.
What you do is you dip them in chocolate milk.
Oh my god.
Oh, but what about the pudding?
Your mouth is lagging. Maybe it's just me. Oh, and we have some snacks. We have some snacks in the area as well.
Oh, shit. Better watch out. I'm gonna eat you.
Oh, hide, my friend, hide. Now,
what kind of snacks?
Now, yeah. See, as far as I understand, Piper buys a lot of food, but Fizz's appetite is very celestial. So, yeah.
Hamburgers.
Yeah.
Her default mode is seek and eat tasty snacks.
Tasty snacks. Indeed.
Unlike the balls in Memes' mouth, she prefers edibles.
Now, hey.
Yep.
Yes. Dr. Rachel, this is canon. I will see you in snacks at Fan Expo.
Get a naked Fat Steven. No, I don't even like my own nudity. My mirrors don't even like my own nudity.
Now, as long as it's tasteful, because I did click on the Twitch at one point, and then I'm like, oh, what are these big? Oh, that Amaranth or something. I think she's the horse
She
lady.
makes like millions a day just on OnlyFans. Okay, she's good.
No. She does. Well, she also.
She does. They showed the phone.
I want to do that. I want to make millions on OnlyFans. What's that?
It's where you show your nudity and you do hot tub streams on Twitch. It's Amaranth, the one who rides the pickle.
Oh, I've done hot dog streams. Yep. I've done hot dog stuff. Wow.
Hot dog streams.
Hot dog streams.
What I do is they pay me $5 and this machine just whips an 8-pack at my face. I just pray it's frozen.
Well, why do the buns come in packs of 9?
9? Where are you from?
I don't know. I just remember there was like a one differential.
9? No, they come in packs of
12.
8. And the hot dogs come in 12. Yeah.
Buns come in 12. Well,
no, up here, hot
around.
dogs are 12 and buns are 8.
One of those. Some of that.
Numbers. Hard.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some combinatorics going on where they assume you're gonna drop at least one on the floor and you got to pick up the hot dog from the floor. Totally no foreshadowing. But I'm just saying that every once in a while, if you're at a barbecue, perhaps something's going on that maybe interests you. Perhaps you see somebody that strikes your interest or something. Yes, we're gonna have a lot of fun here. But all I know is, oh my God, as well as we have in the day.
You know what the best part about two screen memes is?
What's that?
I can have this running and still talk to you guys.
Oh my God. Is that Diablo Immortal?
No, this is called A3, Stay Alive.
Oh, I see Pew Pews. That actually looks very fun. Oh my God! I need the computers to game, but no.
Yeah.
I get the snacks part, but with the comic part, you're not supposed to eat those.
No, it means you have snacks while reading your comics. It's like when you were a kid, right? You'd have your comics and you have your favorite convenience store food. I'm guessing that's what it means.
Oh,
Other than that,
Oprah told me I couldn't eat snacks and read her comics at the same time.
Well, you have to wear gloves because of the cheesy poof powder.
You got to turn the page and wash your hands. That's just how it goes. But I just know this because
it's not my fault that your world is fucking sticky.
I did get to play that Multiverse game this morning. I got the open beta on Twitch. If you watch someone for an hour, you can get the beta code, and that's like the Smash Brothers with the DC and Cartoon Network characters.
Yeah,
it's good.
Oh, is that?
Yeah,
is that? Now is that the one with Ultra Instinct Shaggy? Is that the one?
Yeah, that's the one.
How dare you? How dare you entitle me to that? Oh my God. I had claimed that Ultra Instinct Shaggy is the thing that could help save the DC universe. And now it's canon. But as far as comics go, Fizz, here's a quick little lowdown on what happens with comic books, especially while eating.
The problem with comic books is the ink comes off on your hands. Every time you turn the page, you have to wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands. You turn the page, you wash your hands. And then you turn the page, and then you wash your hands. It hurt very much, and I'm constantly in the state of wanting to throw up.
Yes, the turtle said those words.
Comics make you want to throw up?
I think because they weren't wearing gloves. It might also be because of the claws.
You have to wear gloves and
Or
wash
not.
your hands.
Yes.
But then like he got that one all coughed on and he put it back on the rack. Like, why do I gotta wash my hands if other people are getting them all nasty?
The turtle is also slightly neurotic, and I forgot what the relativeness of that episode was.
Actually, that is more of a reason to wash my hands and also spray sanitizer on it.
The Memes of Destruction channel does not endorse the intentional promotion of pathogens. It's wrong.
Hey, memes.
Oh
Hey,
no.
memes. Hey,
What?
memes.
Oh no, you're showing the things. You has it. Why do you? Oh my god.
I'm not playing it right now. This is this morning. I'm Taz.
There's holy crap.
You're a Tasmanian devil. Oh my god, Fizz, we need to enter you into this. Do you have a moveset?
I would
Everyone
whoop
has a moveset.
all those dudes.
I don't know. That's a lot of dudes. Can you
Harley
handle
Quinn.
I whoop them all except Bugs Bunny. Bugs Bunny out of my league. He probably whooped my ass.
Yeah. I mean, he is an OG. He goes way back. But, oh, wait a second. I have some other things. Do I? Oh, yes, I do. Here we go. Low level. I'm sorry. I'm just slowly playing the Monster theme in the background. There was no audio to it, so I'm just like, well, I like the sound. I'm an auditory learner, even though it can hurt my ears. But, Liz, what's been going on with you? You've been sucking at Destiny and Doom? Oh, why, thank you. Steven,
Wait.
yourself. What?
Oh, I didn't realize you said something at me.
Oh, I did. That's why I said Fizz. And I tried to have what's called inflection. Steven unwraps another chocolate thing.
No, I'm done. It was actually the 4-pack that lasted all day of the Twix cookies and cream.
So good.
Yeah, aren't they? The blue pack.
I know, dude. I eat them slow too. That's the thing. It's like I love those 4-packs. I'm like, it's a big one. Oh, but they have the 4 ones. I'm like, all right, let me just eat one now, just a little bit, then have a little drink of something, and you get the gall all over your tongue. You're like num. They don't last me all day.
There was good news this week as of Monday.
Oh, that's right, Steven.
Yeah, YouTube finally gave me back my monetization after 6 denies. And I changed nothing.
So it only takes
So the whole reuse content shit is a load of bullshit. It's what they use when they want to punish you. Because all my content is mostly gaming, so it's always going to look reused because it's the same goddamn game. So I just beat their whole narrative it's not reused. That's why they can't tell you, because it's not reused content. They're doing it to punish you. You go out of line of what their algorithm tells your channel is, they punish you. And that was 6 denies. Thank you. Still at 5K, but yeah, it's bullshit. I'm sorry for swearing, so it's bullshit. The reused content thing that's going around, it's bullshit. It's their backup excuse. That's all it is. And if you haven't watched Shadiversity's latest video about the suppression and the fact that notification and recommended shit isn't going out, that's why a lot of us are suffocating, but your shorts are growing, is because their emphasis right now is going on shorts. Gifted memberships was previous, shorts, and then they're going to focus on live streamers more. Because if you've noticed over the year and a half, we've had a lot of the major Twitch streamers moving over to YouTube, which is millions of people subscribed, up to 20 to 45,000 people watching a live stream a day. So they need to start tapping that market. There's my knowledge. Sorry for breaking that down. Thank you, Rachel, and thank you, Walton.
No, that's actually good. Wait.
Congratulations, but also, why does YouTube care about shorts?
Because they want to be TikTok. They want to be TV. They are trying to grab the market that we're in the ADHD generation. The quicker the video, the quicker the endorphins, the quicker they move on to the next video. So more shitters hit, more ads are hit, more videos are hit. 10 to 15 seconds is a lot more content and a lot more channels hit than one 10-minute video on one channel.
You hit them in the pants?
I hit them in the balls.
In the pocket. In the pocket.
Yeah.
No. Well, number one, I think I think culture may have spoken on this. If I'm breaking any trust, I apologize, Cuddles.
I was joking this way before.
No. Well, essentially, they want to be TikTok. No.
Yeah, they want to be owned by China. Yeah, that's exactly right.
No, it was separated. I heard.
No, they just want to be owned by China.
I created my TikTok, and then I heard
they want to be
Chinese. They're trying to get our data.
They want to be
they were in the State Department service. I don't know, like a couple of years or something like that. It's like nobody noticed.
You can tell you're uncomfortable is when I say something and you didn't think of the joke first.
What? Oh no! I think they're trying to like crush TikTok from like growing too much. Because if you
They
look at
won't.
TikTok's growth,
They won't.
well, TikTok is a different. The other thing too is just if you're looking at like one ad per like click, if you got a video that's like 1 minute of even very high HD data, even if you have to license music or something like that, it's like, oh, well, you get one ad. Where if you get one ad and you're on a 2-hour live stream that might be in HD, just the storage capacity in and of it, because that's the thing. Like, because YouTube, like, I don't even know if YouTube actually still makes money. I don't know if it actually posts a profit yet because of just all the storage server. So that's why Google owns it, and then Alphabet owns it, and conglomerates, corporations in disguise. Continue.
The best thing to do is look up Shadowversary's latest video about suppression, because I've been talking about this on my streams for quite a while, right? And people are like, "Oh, you're just no one likes you, no one likes your content." No, it's not that anymore, because it's at the point where the views are showing in my live streams without showing in my videos. They're showing in my shorts, not showing in my videos. But the algorithm itself, if you're not getting recommended, you're not going to be seen by more people. If the click rate is telling you 3.8%, but you only got 100 views after 2 hours, you have like say 3 million subscribers in the problem. That means, and you can see it on your graph, hour it will go in a straight, steady line, and then there's no more type anymore. That is what's been going on. It's like they're trying to flush out the 10-minute video format and try to make it a more instant gratification. And instant gratification pretty much is like you were saying, is the TikTok format, or a live stream format where there is constant interaction between the chat and the people on the panel. It is real time. They prefer that type of reality type of thing over. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where I think they're going with this.
Well, they're doing what's going to drive like watch
everyone away.
Because that's what. Well, I mean, this is and I even noticed this like back before, like after they had like super chats and stuff like that, or probably right around the time. Is actually maybe even before it, but I remember Sargon was going over like his breakdown and stuff, and when it was mostly just ad-driven revenue, like 30% of his revenue came from at that time YouTube Red, which is now YouTube Premium, which to my understanding, it's like whatever content creators you consume content for, they actually end up getting like part of that as well. So like the more of your favorite content creators you watch, the more that I think that was the original how they were trying to be Netflix. In that, guess what? If people like you and they consume your content, the more content they consume, like the more you get paid, which is...
It doesn't matter how many of your viewers or people like your content. If no one's getting recommended it or notified about it, and notifications is the one thing for the last 2 years, 3 years now, notifications not going out, guess what? The people that like your shit are wondering why you're not doing content anymore, because they're relying on that notification bell. That notification bell is not working because YouTube can do whatever the hell they want and disable it because it's not in the trending. Like that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to make YouTube look like Twitter. Whatever is trending on Twitter, I dare you to make a video and see if your fucking content grows that day. I dare you start doing that test.
I have a question.
Go ahead.
When people say the notification bell, are they talking about the thing by the channel where you can get like quote unquote all updates? Or are you talking about like a specific thing?
You can get notified all the time or whatever, but then you would see when someone has a new video, it would pop up on your desktop under your notification. You'd see a red number, and that would tell you who put up content for what. I get Nerdrotics, no problems. People getting mine is like 10%, but there's 5,000 people subscribed. And they have hit the bell, or they've come to me and say they've been unsubscribed. So what the problem is that they're not getting the subscriptions, because if they're trying to push a new type of algorithm where whatever is trending, let's say on Twitter, is what YouTube should be trending at the same time. Look at Amber Heard, blew all over the place. When Lord of the Rings blows up, it's going to be all over the place. There is memes. There's your test for it. You want to do a troll? Do that. Make one video going, I don't know why I'm talking about this, but it's trending on Twitter. Will it trend on YouTube? And come back with the results. I dare everyone to try doing that.
Doesn't that make me the quartering?
Imagine a tweet talk format.
Okay. I mean, so I can have a lot of fun on Twitter. There's a lot of sad things too, but I mean, I love a little bit of
over the sad things. Oh, do you want to see crushed puppies in a grinder? Well, it's not that type of grinder. It's the one from the sex people we talk about.
Steven!
Yeah.
This is here.
I'm talking about Grindr, the sex app. Sex app.
Yeah,
sex
but
app.
you talked about crushing puppies and stuff.
Yeah.
He's a canine.
All right. Sex app?
Very racist. Speciesist.
Oh my god. Crushing and a sex app. How is that hurting animals?
He wants to have sex with puppies. What?
No. That's what I'm making.
What? You
All right, I'm
talking
gonna
about
go back to.
Grindr?
I'm gonna start yelling Nazi propaganda in a minute. How about that? I'm just gonna go back.
It wouldn't be the first time.
Fuck.
I've been around for a while, man. Like the
I've
amount
never sprouted that crap.
This is the thing. It's like if somebody. This is why I'm just I'm not saying that I've been planning this for years or anything. I'm just saying that if quote unquote everyone gets their 15 minutes of fame once in a while, it's like we're gonna label this person this. It's like okay, you can totally do that. A bunch of people will believe that, but it's like okay, well, they're a Nazi. It's like. Well, to be fair, I think there was at least a fascist person on it at one point. I do remember I went to a rally by Boston Free Speech and the Proud Boys.
What kind of rally did you go to?
Well, there were like 60 guys there. One of the officers seemed pretty there. They were counter-protest. It was a free speech rally. It went on right before Dr. Shiva.
Cases with eye holes, by chance? Was it like a Bed Bath & Beyond kind of protest?
It was at the reenactment of Lexington Concord, like one of the battles that helps launch like the Revolutionary. They actually canceled the reenactment. The weather was so bad. Like when I was driving down there through Concord, also like there's a giant tree branch in the middle of the road. Like I'm stopping, getting ready to get out and move it, and there were a couple people ahead of me, and they were just finished moving the thing off the road.
Oh, so thank you, Kitty Bear.
Yeah. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Moving on up. And please, no one take me seriously. I'm literally joking. Okay, I don't sit at home like dressed like Dave Chappelle's first skit and just go on from there. I don't.
It's more fun to think about that. Wait, does that make me racist?
Depends on how many bonfires in your brain right now.
As well as Brian. Good to see. I keep on meaning. I like. We need to chat a little bit more. Need to have you on at some point. I need to actually start the interview series again, like Steven was doing there. It's such a great idea. I actually need to reach out to people. That's one of the big things. Oh no. Well,
because they announced the D&D movie poster today as well. Eric July was on Fox News.
Oh, I heard about it. Dude, here's the thing. I don't care if I happen to disagree with Mr. July on a bunch of things. As far as I understand, he's a librarian. I like librarians. And my big thing is, dude, inspiring creativity, that's typically a good thing. And that's the thing. And I'll be straight up, even this whole thing, even my consideration of like, I need a full power Piper to help break the multiverse and like a One Punch Man style comic. The whole gist is it's going to be some very just lazy sketch animation, or at least the fantastic sketch animation if I were to try to do it, but more of just kind of like, okay, here's a very simple thing. And then maybe like once per issue, it'll be like, here's a really high end photo and stuff. And just play into it because, well, you also compensate people for the... Dude, a lot of this comes from, like, watching Mac. Like, Mac Keeney draws. Shout out to Mac. He's literally like the Bob Ross and stuff. Popped on his show a couple of times. Then he realized he shouldn't give me the link unless it's a very special occasion because... duh! But the thing is with that, I'm like, all right, I look at some of the stuff he does, I'm like, this dude is putting out some, like, top quality artwork and everything. I'm like... I watched you do this, and I know there are people out there. I know there are creative people like what Whitechapel is doing with like the Yu-Gi-Oh cards and stuff. People getting all these cards, like, getting ready to play them at the correct times and stuff. Like, in my opinion, we're putting some good juju out there into the universe. I think we need some more of that. But Papa, we were talking about apparently little balls somewhere in an orifice. Here we go. See? I can go back far enough. That's what Dr. Rachel walked into. Myself, Doc Rachel, and Snacks. We're Piper, don't eat snacks. We're going to the Fan Expo in Boston. I'm going to be hunting some Canadian bear hugs. I'm going to give Jay a hug so big that Miss Carano and Jolly are going to be jealous. Please don't hurt me, Miss Carano.
Jay doesn't like hugs.
You just told Piper not to eat snacks either? Yeah.
What? Oh, stuff things. Here we go.
낮에는 따사로운 인간적인 여자 커피 한 잔에 여유를
이유를 아는 품격 있는 여자 오빤 강남스타일 강남스타일 오빤 강남스타일
Drugs are bad.
No, they aren't. These brownies are fantastic.
Properly prescribed by a multi-billion-dollar pharmaceutical company or stuff.
Yeah, that's right. Because I go to my nervous physician and ask for brownies. That's it. Means you found me out.
I am not a doctor.
No, you're
but
not.
I totally forgot to put "don't" when I was giving a citation for Floro's channel about them giving actual legal advice. I forgot to put the "don't" or an autocorrect. I'm like, wait, a channel with PG-13 puppets is giving legal advice? Don't listen to this dude on the internet. And speaking of not listening to a dude on the internet, Fizz, I think you need to go to the Twitch domain.
Oh shit! You are correct.
Okay. Well, thank you for joining us, Fizz. Hopefully you're all warmed up. You've got all your articulations down, but thank you for joining. Let the folks know where you're going to be, and we'll shoot a link over to that.
I'm going to Twitch. Yep. At FizzGiggity on Twitch. And on Twitters and even YouTube. And apparently, I'm doing it right because my videos are only like 2 minutes long. We'll see. Shit. Oh yeah. But help Piper have replace her computer before it dies, so that she can keep drawing me things. And yeah, she does all my promotional material.
She's quite a talented woman, but peace out, Fizz. I tossed a little link in the thingy, and hopefully some folks will go over and check you out.
Okay, bye-bye.
Peace. Hello, Steven.
Hello, memes.
How are we doing?
I'm fine. How are you?
I am totally all right. I'm totally not making the same mistakes that I may have made while I forgot to listen to a furry. Oh yeah, lag from drugs. This is a detriment to using far too many entheogens over the years. Short-term memory loss can be a thing. But didn't you withdraw from the partner program?
No. I was embarrassed as fuck. So yeah, I said I did. I put all whatever actually happened up on my community tab.
Okay, no, I understand.
But it was just like everything was collapsing. So no, I got no problem hiding. Yeah, I did not tell the truth the first time, but I did eventually, and I let it all out. And fuck, everyone fucks up. But they punished me for covering the convoy. And literally, I removed everything, but I have everything backed up on Rumble. So that was 250,000 views gone off my channel. They took away monetization. They took at least $600 to $700 away from me, and they demonetized me. So I never got that paycheck. And from there on in, I just went back to doing like the pop culture stuff, the gaming, and all that stuff. And it took months to get accepted. They would deny my appeal video. They would deny me every time, keep saying I had reused content. And I'm like, what's the reused content? Well, we don't have an algorithm or a system set to tell you what the reused content is. So how are we supposed to know where the content is that's causing us problems if we don't know where it is if you don't tell us? Hashtag piss off YouTube. That's where it came from. Hey, Eric. And from there on in, I just started doing gaming all the time. I did all through Doom. I did all of God of War. I've been staying away from the Fortnite stuff for a while. I've been just
you've reseeded your algorithm to the point where it's like, oh, this
that's
is
just it. That's YouTube really telling me I know your place. Fudge that. So I'm doing what I can. I have a bunch of backup channels that I'm testing other things, but it doesn't matter. As soon as you get something back, it can be gone tomorrow. The whole platform is not for us. You know what it's for now? Just have fun. Because it's not for us. Because they want to be a network. They don't want to be a platform for people to find themselves through this creativity of a video program. It's not. It's not there. I'm not negative. I'm just aspirations of.
No. Well, here's the thing. the internet, it's a double-edged sword, and it's like you can give a voice to quote unquote anybody. By doing that, you give a voice to quote unquote anybody. See, for me, it's like my perspective is, I think I've been there or around where some of these changes. A lot of folks go in, it's like, oh well, PewDiePie start the demonetization or whatever.
No,
I'm like,
no,
no, that. I think I remember the point where I think it was like Sargon. Basically, I'm not going to say it was just the old skeptic community, but there were a lot of folks there, and one of their partners ended up having, I think, PTSD, and then ended up, I think, taking the life of one of their other partners. And I remember at one point, V in the Uber ship posting, V Majin state was like, I am monetizing tragedy. And at that point, I'm just like, oh. And very shortly thereafter, you had the PewDiePie thing. And then all of a sudden, you're like, because I came into like actually having like a thing and interacting in the chats. I came in through very dank corridors, man. So it's like, I'm seeing these things, and like, again, I can understand how it's more like if you're just talking pulp culture, this, that, or the other thing, or you're like a dude like Shoutout, it's like, I like swords, I like castles. Do you? Let's talk about them. Let me build up like a miniature.
Yeah, that's so you saw the video too, then, and you're seeing. Well, you saw the video then. He makes perfect sense.
My big thing is like, just to let creators know what's going on, and I think part of the justification too is. Well, if you notice, like if people really like things, sorry to cut you off, but there's also a tip function as well now on some things. So if you really like what a person's, they're making it easier for content creators and users.
But if they don't know the content's going, but the true thing is also they have to be knowing there's content coming out there. If they don't, it's kind of weird. But there is one thing that YouTube announced that is somewhat good. They're reducing, or they're going to reduce the 30-day claim thing that you usually get on your channel down to 7.
What?
Claims are being reduced from a 30-day dispute to a 7-day dispute.
Okay. I mean, isn't that better?
Yeah, it is. No, I'm saying that's a good thing. But it would also cause it will cause a lot more people. Yeah. In fact, it's finally out the.
Wow, Papa really doesn't like Fortnite. I can understand that because so many people do. To be fair, it's like I watch you all play, and it's like. Realistically, I don't. It reminds me enough. I'm like, oh, so it's basically a survival game with like guns and stuff. I'm like, all right, cool. I just like playing with friends because you got to go through interesting situations and just have banter. That's why I like World of Warcraft. I would have left World of Warcraft like long before and everything had we not gotten on the old Ventrilo, better out than in. And, oh, excuse me, we had TeamSpeak. Yes, it was the TeamSpeak days, the TeamSpeak era, and I just remember that. It's like, oh. And then we upgraded to Ventrilo. And all of a sudden you're talking to the same people and you're like, you sound so much. Because like you build up like a model, kind of like your mental algorithm in your mind where you're like, oh, this is what these people are like. These are how these people respond. And you have friends. And speaking of friends in World of Warcraft, Jensen must have heard us. Hail, Mr. Quinn. Good to see you, my friend. But that's the thing. It's like the ability to interact with another person, be able to actually like have words with somebody, understand different topics. And that was one of the big things during the pandemic. It's like, all right, a whole lot of folks that like geek-like things. A lot of them happen to be Star Wars fans. It's like, oh, this is not a good Star Wars movie. And like a lot of folks rallied around that. And like just folks finding each other. I think that's the important thing. But it's just after that, then incentives.
That's why YouTube is suffocating it. But that's why you got to find a way to get around it. That's why I think the rumors about them trying to get rid of the share. I'll say this: like I've gone back into the gaming stuff, and I know gaming channel. I'm like, that's cool, but I've had an energy drink reach out that wants to be a sponsor. I'm doing game tests under a few embargoes I can't even talk about until the release date comes. But But I'm having fun doing it because the system I'm using, you request the key, they give you the key, you cover the content, and you get a free game. So I'm like, that's cool. There's EA. If you haven't signed up for EA playtests, do it because there's a chance to review a game and they'll pay you $200.
We'll do. Hold on, Steven. So what you're saying is, rather than doing something on your channel that you often do anyway.
Yeah.
You're getting early access, you're getting paid, and you actually get to give constructive criticism, hopefully to help make a game that you might be interested in better upon release.
Somewhat, yeah.
See, this is the thing. It's like things like this. I'm like, what? Why is there not more of this? And hopefully, folks are catching on, because I think a lot of people, they're so scared. Oh my God, someone's going to tell about this or that. I mean, yeah, they can, but it's like, unless you're not being dicks about it, people are usually okay. It's just I think a lot of the conflict comes from somebody sees something or somebody does something, and it's the response. Because we, like you said, man, we all make mistakes. How we handle them is what defines us. It's like all of a sudden, it's like, no, that's not an actual mistake. You're wrong. You're evil, block. Oh yeah, you're racist, sexist, homophobe, blah 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 blah. This, that, fascist, blah blah blah. I'm like,
never mind.
really?
I check my key from the key place quickly.
No. You do your thing. But I'm just going on. I'm just sitting back and I'm observing, and I'm like, is it really just a whole bunch of BS? Is it really just like we go on Twitter, we stir the proverbial pot? And a lot of folks, they may see things and it's like, oh, well, should I respond? Wait, hold on. This person has a lot of folks that I also associate and have good things with. Maybe if I say unkind words about them, they won't be too happy. I'm going to do hands off for this. So, like, see, that's one of the things. For a lot of different stuff on the internet, I feel like I should get far more pushback. But I entangle myself in all these different ways with different folks that's like, I don't think the algorithms understand, except for science thing. It shows me like exactly what I want to see for that, which I think is for the best. Cuddles is also right about that.
Yeah, and it's not easy choosing what game to do and what not to do. So, like, yeah, I'm gonna actually, since I came with the idea, I'm gonna start trying that. I'm gonna start making a video, whatever's trending on Twitter, and see whether or not YouTube and Twitter they're trying to sync Twitter, because it would make sense. But Multiverse was fun. I've been punishing myself with the Avengers game. I'm doing Skull, Destiny, Division 2. What else? Like, I've done a bunch. Man of Medan, no one liked that. So Loopmancer was cool. Doom was cool. Yeah, it's just Final Fantasy VII Remake was one of the betters.
That's a game I need to play. Again, I go way back with that, and it's just I remember that game. The first time I ever saw the commercial, I've told the story before. I saw it on just like one of the old CRT TVs, and all of a sudden something came on. I see this. I'm seeing this animation and everything. I'm looking. I'm like, whoa! I need to go see this movie. And then it goes through all the stuff, and it's like Final Fantasy VII. I'm just like, I don't know, maybe like a 13-year-old kid. I'm like, oh my God. Thank you, Square. It's Square, right?
Yeah.
Is it? I don't
Square
know.
Enix, yeah. But they also have Crisis Core Reborn. But the problem is with the newest one, Rebirth, it's only for PS5.
I think you were.
So that's why my subscribe stars, the ones that are there, all that money is going into a fund so I can get a PS5. I'm not touching it. But like I do people's thumbnails. I've been doing channel art that people requested. I'm all over the place.
Well, this is the thing. I mean, usually a lot of folks, like, they'll do a $5, but you actually like helping out like people you know and stuff, kind of like Whitechapel and stuff. Well, this is the whole.
I actually get paid to do thumbnails and channel art. Yes.
Oh, I mean, no, that's when people do like good work and stuff. I mean, like, you should try to like help them out and stuff if you have the ability to and everything, and especially if. Well, this is the thing, dude. If you can monetize your passion, because like you've been on here and like. I'm watching you going through, like, doing all these custom things, a GIF and everything. I'm like, this is fantastic. I have still yet to upload it because I put it in a video, and I'm like, wait, no, I need the raw form here. I need to upload this. I need to do this and everything. And then I end up wasting my time doing something else because I am the bad. But, yes, he is international. Maybe that's a side effect of being Canadian. I apologize for my racism, statism.
I guess.
I don't. Okay.
I'm Canadian.
Give us yes, Bacon. Give us a 1 in the chat if the underlying background music that just happens to be the Munsters makes things better.
No, because the trailer for the Munsters by Rob Zombie came out last week, and people are already having doubts. so it has a hit or miss.
I mean, I have my doubts. I got to be honest. I love Rob Zombie. I'm going to see him in Mudvayne probably in like another week or so. But all I know is I'm watching it because The Munsters was just such a classic. And I see like they're trying to redo. They're paying homage. Maybe it's just the original. Maybe it was just a bad audio or something at the time. My memories of just like Herman's voice, like it's different. They're using like I think like a decent actor or so to do the guy, and I'm just like the budget is also a lot smaller. Like people were saying it's like $40 million, at least according to Rob Zombie, at least what he put on YouTube. It's like, no, that's not even the budget of like all the films I've ever done put together. It's like, no, we're doing this pretty dang cheap, and I'm open to it, but I don't. Part of me is like, I love the original Monsters so good, but I don't want to see somebody I like do it, and then it just completely bombs and everything, just because it's like, as long as he keeps it uplifting and everything, because I think what happens with a lot of this stuff, man, is, I'm curious your thoughts, as well as everybody here, but yes, you are offended. Steven gives us the one. Is that the N Hyperspear of Max? That might come later. Now, all I'm saying is just, with everything going on, I'm like, oh, well, you can nitpick everything. I mean, depending on what level of a standard do you want to have? Well, this is canon. Like, what is that? George Lucas Star Wars. Okay. Well, at least according to the original fandom menace, yeah, the prequel trilogy, that was not canon. You could take it a step farther. You could say, oh, The Empire Strikes Back, this, that. There can only be one. And that's the thing. It's like, no matter what happens, you can do that, but a lot of it comes down to, if you F up, just admit it. Kind of like the Domino's CEO. It's like, our pizza could be kind of crappy at times. Thank you. What are you doing? We're going through a standardization process, and it's been more consistent. I will give it that. But that's the thing. Oh no. Well, that's the thing, man. It depends on who you're around and how passionate they are, and if you have other like aligning things. Do you agree on this thing? Do you agree on that? And it's like, you ever notice people get really uncomfortable when they disagree with somebody? Is that just me?
The thing is, why is it uncomfortability even there? You're going to have opposite opinions in general. That's the big focus that I keep bringing up, and it's driving me nuts. Is the fact that we're all in this, whatever you want to call it, a neighborhood community, a fucking fellowship. You're all talking about the same pop culture. Yeah, you have to put a disclaimer in because someone's going to get offended because your opinion doesn't match theirs, and they feel like they're being attacked. I'm so sick of that shit. I'm so sick of it. Like, no one, it's like a music album. You're not going to like every song. Do you feel insecure when other people like the songs you don't, that you have to complain about it? No, then shut up.
Wait, Steven, how dare you? Are you insinuating just because I bought the Hellbilly Deluxe and probably only listened to like 3 or 4 songs on it out of the 11 or 12 that were on it, that because I don't like them all, I'm not a Rob Zombie fan? Oh my God.
It's called YouTube. It's not called Cheese and Tube. Okay, we don't hear any more whining.
Look at what you did to Papa.
You're offended? That's cool. Maybe that's that. I don't. I'm gonna offend anyone no matter what. I'll fart in the wrong direction, and you won't even be in my country. And you're like, he farted, and I was morally destroyed. I'm like, that's great. Good for you. There's professional victims, professional whiners. And you know, there's also the narcissistic, mentally unstable who think they can build their whole channel off shitting off someone else.
Oh my God! I apologize. As soon as I shared the ad popped up, it knows. And of course, it pops up Butcher Box. Let's fix dinner. Yeah, nobody's totally listening to us.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on.
X-Men's gonna be crap too. See, that's just it. They came out with the title The Mutants, right? Then if it's The Mutants, why the hell didn't you use the continuation of the X-Men 90s cartoon that's coming out next year and call it The Mutants and try to like use that as a segue? Why is that still X-Men and the other one isn't? Like, shut up. Your hypocritical stuff's right there.
Because of IP stuff and things. Oh my God, I'm sharing the wrong thing. I'm not even doing. I went to the other screen. No, it's Javier Phillips is playing. playing Herman. There we go. Boom. There we go. No, excuse me, Jeff Daniel Phillips. Wow, look at that mustache. That's very impressive.
Jesus Christ.
And Sherry Moon Zombie.
She's in everything.
Oh, well, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I tried to meme Piper into Sherry Moon Zombie, but yeah, I did. You guys see it? So Henry Wolfgang. Oh my God, they're bringing a lot of the cast in. Oh my God, they hop on a plane apparently. Oh, this is gonna be interesting. Dude, the Munsters. For me personally, I feel like it has an impossibly high bar. It's like if you just go from like what's classic in the past, it's like it's a work of art. You're attempting to do a modern remake. I mean, you could also say that for Babylon 5. I mean, again, a lot of stuff's up in the air when the merger and all the dust lands and settles. I mean, you at least have the original creator basically saying that, okay, this is separate from the original. We're not messing with it. We're doing Babylon 5 with an interpretation of basically kind of more society today. And maybe they'll use more than like 500 things of Battleship for all the lights and stuff, because apparently that's how, according to Miss Tallman, that's how they did like a lot of the blinky lights and stuff like that. We're disassembling the things from Battleship and using all this stuff. Oh God, you know what you should do?
Masturbate.
Like, I mean, yes, I resemble that remark, but at the same time,
you resemble a wanker. I'm sorry.
Okay. Steven, you want to go into the deep lore? We'll go into the deep lore. Is it not the case that at one point Miss Tallman gave us her consent
yes, for the naked dragon.
To draw her riding a dragon whilst naked?
Yeah. I'm not going to. I draw like crap.
I'm just saying, if anyone wants to do a commission, I'm not going to pay for that just because I'm a classical misogynist, so it's like,
I draw the line at sandwiches.
I can't do it because I was trying to warn her, but she was very impassioned about it, and maybe for her birthday gift. Oh, she got married. I forgot to comment on her video. Put up.
Yeah, they were
living
in the house, and they were doing the charities, and they were doing the world trip. And I would remember that last discussion we had with her was about doing like the geo treasure hunt, where she leaves like a little item somewhere with like geographical location.
Wait. Was she actually going to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Because that, oh my God, that's so freaking sweet. See, well, here's the thing. It's like, wasn't that one of the things that came up on the show when she was on with us?
Yeah.
Does that make us part of like the Patricia Tallman deep lore?
I don't know.
I mean, Steven's agreeing. It's not like I'm just highlighting that out of convenience.
You are.
Yes, and that's why you're here, to let the good folks know. Because all I know is just being able to clip things and just put them out of context to still tell a story that may be true, that may be hyperbolically true. I don't know, it's how I get the fun out of little lives and stuff. And I'm explaining it's like, yes, a dimensional thing on the internet. Bullshit, you press send. It was me. Channeling my inner Mr. McMahon there. The poor folks are like, what the heck is memes talking about? Yeah, one of the things I need to do, I need to break up that whole fight. So rather than be a 25-minute video that nobody wants to watch because it's freaking 25 minutes, I'm doing like 5 parts. And I'm going to like let Fizz and Lord Baphomet like actually have first things like for content so they can grow. It's like, here's a silly little thing, but I need to remaster it and make it a little bit better for each one. I may have done that for Piper at one point, but she wasn't happy about me capturing her without her makeup on. I personally think Amaranth doesn't have a thing on Piper. That's just my opinion. I have to do it on the internet. I'm biased. But that's all I really got. We've been going on for about an hour and a half or so. Yet, dude, House of a Thousand Corpses, the song, the additional hidden song after it, dude, the movie is absolutely horrifically gory. I watched it and had pleasant. Well, Devil's Rejects was actually really dark, man. It was really dark, and it was a thing. It's like
Ripper
it's
just
like
hit
going
3 million.
Did he?
Yeah, Ripper just hit 3 million.
Dude, I can't lie, dude. The man inspires me. I don't care if I disagree with him. It's because I remember him saying, "It's like I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this," and he worked hard. And whether or not you agree with his opinions, he's making it real. He's creating his Rippaverse, and dude, I could only hope to do something fun like that. It's also probably a good way to help conquer the internet.
You could ask to borrow $20 for Uber.
Oh,
I want a sandwich.
now, oh my God, we're getting so much deep lore here. We're getting so much deep. See, this is why I like Eric, because I'll usually get out of work right as he's premiering a thing, and I'll often say hi and do these things standard. People oh, memes is copy pasting. I'm sitting back, I'm like, oh my God, my life would be so much easier if I copy pasted. At least I do that for videos and stuff because I have a little notebook. Mox did that and stuff back in the day. As well as we have Jen from the Church of Entry. I need to do that paper. I need to do that paper. Would need you and Thad to look over and get Thad's consent as well. I don't want to step on the physics commune? No. It's one of those things.
Communion?
No. The physics monastery. I'm sorry. I would think I was part of a gaming monastery as well. I just talked to a lot of different people, man. But this is where you find all this information. It's again, the algorithms will show you what you want. If you want to get big mad and watch someone maximum pro clutch, you can totally do that. Part of me does kind of want to do that just so I can just do it. And kind of like you said, Steven. Now, I'm not saying that we should create alternative channels under alternative aliases, but maybe we could do that, and then we just do the Twitter trending thing, but then we always get into fights about it because we can just pick one side or the other, and we'll just always do the opposite. We'll just have battles and stuff.
True.
Totally up to you. Go on.
All right. I was saying.
Oh, that's good. Oh, I need to talk to you about the dark matter thing because I think it's. I sit back every once in a while and I'm I always they went that away thing, and I sit back, I'm what if technically quote unquote the opposite was true? So you hear about dark matter, this invisible thing, and then dark energy. I'm pretty sure just dark energy is basically all the supermassive black holes and galaxies, basically just under extreme hyper pump manipulation at the center of our cosmos and stuff like that ends up getting excreted out, and we would observe it as a big bang. So technically it's matter and energy. So wait, dark energy is formed from mostly matter, but at the same time well, what if dark matter was energy? And I started thinking about the vacuum fluctuations, basically this little bit of energy that happens to be within the quote-unquote fabric of space-time. And I'm well, the part about the Einstein field equation, the whole E equals mc squared thing, there are these two additional little terms that most people just kind of ignore because they're usually not relevant until they're relevant. I'm well, what if the energy was just there because energy ends up generating gravity as well? I'm what if we're not seeing it because we're looking for the wrong thing? I'm just saying, again, neat observations and stuff and things. But, see, that's what I think, too. It's essentially what we call the 0 point. Because I'm looking into it, I'm what's the measure? And it's we have one answer, depending on the model, really big, and then the other one is really small. That's why they do the meme of it. It was the worst prediction ever. Different models, but, yeah, actually, oh my God, I love magnesium. That totally got me into chemistry. I still remember Miss Leckberg. She was there. It's it was Super Saiyan. It's here's a match. You light it. I take this match. This can then ignite this. This is magnesium. It starts sparkling really bright. And this is to go even further beyond magnesium. And then she touches the magnesium to the thermite. And then it just starts burning so hot. Everything burns so hot. It hopped out of the thing and started to burn through the VCT flooring. I'm whoa, science. That's one of the things that got me into. And apparently, I didn't do well in a lot of the other stuff. And then in the nuclear chemistry final, I must have done well. So I think I ended up getting an A in the class. But well, I like ants. Piper does not. She's big afraid of them. But well, Eric, I have a playlist on this that I need to update. I need to finish that video that I've been saying I'm gonna do for 6 months, because I actually need to go through and just like do all the stuff. Because now I at least have the rudimentary skills to play on Wolfram Alpha. Because no. Again, better out than in. You need to have balance, man. Because flowing through all there is balance. That's basically the world. That's basically cosmos as we know it.
God.
What?
Nothing.
It's okay. We're gonna wrap up the show anyway, and I need to do one little thing here. So, Steven, tell the good folks where they can find you.
On my channel, Twitch is my backup if I feel like going there, but just come to my YouTube. When I announce the secondary channel, I'll let you guys know. Other than that, that's where I am. I'm still waiting on the province's decision whether or not they're going to cancel disability or not, but I'm not going to let that fluctuate my mood. I'm having fun right now. That's it. I'm there. You can find me. I'm also on Pop Culture Minefield. I'm also on Lunch Table when that starts back up, and you can find me anywhere. So I haven't confirmed yet, but stay tuned. I might be on a large channel as a panelist this Sunday. I'm waiting to see.
No.
Yes.
Well, thank you. And taking us out, we shall have balance.
Flowing through all, there is balance. There is no peace without a passion to create. There's no passion without peace to guide. Knowledge stagnates without the strength to act. Power blinds without the serenity to see. There's freedom in life. There's purpose in death. The force is all things, and I am the force.
Peace out, everybody.
Have you guys checked out the Memes of Destruction's channel? He's an interesting dude. I like him.